Hi, welcome to a gentle yoga practice. My name is Kaylee. I am set up on carpet today. So as you can see, you don't need any equipment. Sometimes, especially if you're feeling like you need some gentleness, setting up in a room that's not like hard or on a mat can feel just extra, like you're getting a little bit of extra comfort for your practice. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, we'll actually start practice in a seated position. So however you can sit comfortably is great. If you want to grab a pillow to lift your hips, any props are always encouraged and welcomed. Take a moment to settle into your space wherever you chose to practice. And then if it feels comfortable for you, let your eyes close or just soften your gaze down toward your legs or toward the tip of your nose. Maybe even kind of blurring your eyes gently if you keep them open, simply as a way to start to shift your focus and your attention inward. Bring your awareness into your belly. With your next inhale, go ahead and expand the belly like you're filling up a balloon to about 80% full. Hold the breath there just for a moment. Soften the jaw. And then gentle exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Bring your awareness into your ribs. As you breathe in this time, really let your lungs fill and expand, not just in front of you, but out to the sides and back. Let the shoulders lift up a little bit. Really expanding the rib cage to its full degree. And then exhale completely through the nose or the mouth. Let the shoulders relax. We'll take one more breath here. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the chest, sit tall, hold at the top without straining, soft jaw. For 5, 4, maybe you sip in a little more air. 3, 2, 1, let it go. You can blink the eyes open if you have them closed and then reach your arms up over your head. Use your arms to lift the ribs away from your pelvis and then take a twist to the right, bringing your left hand outside of your right knee. Find some length in your spine even as you take that twist. I always imagine like a tower of blocks like Jenga or something. So your spine, you want those blocks to be stacked where the center is aligned so that you don't feel like you're tilting over in either direction, just finding that really nice spiral of energy from your tailbone all the way up through the back of the neck. Look over your front shoulder, take a breath in, and then release that twist through the center. Reach the arms up on an inhale again, grow tall, and then twist to the left this time. Just a few rounds of breath, rooting down into your sit bones as you breathe in. Maybe deepening that twist really gently without forcing anything. Just finding that kind of 80% range of motion. You breathe a little bit lower down into the spine, a little bit deeper into the twist. On your next inhale, look forward and then release the arms. Let's just twist it side to side, real gentle here. Try and sit tall through the crown of the head still. So the sides of the neck are long. Let your chin follow your sternum. So head is moving along with you. And then bring your right hand outside of your right hip. Left arm comes up and over. Push the heel of your right hand down. So you're not just stretching with that top arm, but also pressing the floor away with your bottom hand. And then swap out that side stretch. Again, push the heel of the left hand down. And then take it side to side. So we're not going real fast, but bringing a little bit of dynamic movement. Practice today, we're going to do a very, very gentle, simple, kind of low to the ground flow. We always want to move in a practice like this. It's intended to help regulate the nervous system in a way that feels safe. So if you have any tender spots or any vulnerable places in your body, just gently bringing your awareness into them, maybe making the commitment that you're not going to force anything. It's really about just moving in a way that feels good, that feels connected. One more time on each side. And then meet me on your hands and your knees. So setting up with your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Let's keep the lower back really long here, and then just draw some circles with your hips, with your pelvis. So you can make these circles as big or as small as feels available. You can play around with walking the hands forward. The only thing I'm going to ask that you don't do is sag the hips down, so we're staying long in your lower back. Switch the direction of those circles, moving with some integrity. There's nothing wrong with extending the lumbar spine, but sometimes we do it without really intending to. It's practice. We're going to be real intentional about the way that we're moving, finding ways to move that feel supported and stable. Come through the center. Maybe if you walk the hands forward with me, you walk the wrists back under the shoulders. Scoop the tailbone toward the ceiling. Drop your chest a bit toward your thumbs, and then tip the chin up, finding cow. Might feel good here to bring a little bit of lateral movement into the neck, nodding your chin from side to side. And then tuck the tailbone under, draw your navel in as you round your spine, chin toward chest, press the hands into the floor, let your shoulders melt toward your ears. Option to give your head a gentle shake or a little nod. With your breath, come back into cow, extending the spine, big breath in. And then cat, as you exhale, find that rounded backbone, press the hands away. Couple more, moving with your breath here. If you've been doing yoga for a while, there's a good chance that you've done cat, cow, maybe countless times. See if you can find something new, even if that means that you're actually reducing the range of motion or slowing it down. So it's not always about more or faster. It'd be about moving with more consciousness for now. And come through the center. Let's find a neutral spine here. You're going to extend your right leg back behind you. Just the right leg goes back. Let's draw some little circles with the right ankle. Switch the direction of those ankle circles. Again, staying long through your lower back here. And then bring your right knee underneath your right hip. Press your hips to child's pose. Reach the arms forward. Drop the head down. Come back to hands and knees. And this time the left leg is going to reach back behind you. Circle your left ankle. Really move through the foot, move through the toes. All right, our little mini flow is going to be back to child's pose just for an exhale. It doesn't need to be the whole extended child's pose. Pull forward, inhale, right leg lifts back behind you. Child's pose, or maybe you just shift back a bit, exhale. Slide forward, left leg lifts, inhale. Child's pose. Big inhale, right leg comes up as you shift forward. I'm just taking this side to side here. If the breath gets a little bit disjointed, maybe that's fine for today. I know I actually just kind of lost track of when I'm breathing in and when I'm breathing out. Normal, it happens. We're using the breath as a tool to deepen awareness. All right, next time you've got the right leg back, we're going to pause. Option from here to reach the left arm forward, finding your spinal balance. Do the same little mini flow back toward a child's pose. Pull forward, left leg lifts. Option to reach the right arm forward. Again, moving with breath, big breath in. Child's pose as you exhale. Pull forward, right leg, left arm, breathe in. Drop back, child's pose, breathe out. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Child's pose, exhale. Again, right leg, left arm, breathe in. Press it back and then keep going side to side here. The next time you've got your right leg lifted and the left arm forward, pause. We'll meet there. And then you're going to bring your right foot back behind you. Bring your left elbow to a bend out to the left side. Press the floor away. So we're lifting left elbow, right leg's back behind you. You're on the ball of the right foot, strong through the back leg. Big breath in. Bring your hand and your knee down as you breathe out. We'll switch sides. Bring your left leg back, right elbow comes up. Find that rotation through the chest. And then bring the hand and the knee back down through center, alternating sides. So our little mini flows today. Sometimes it feels really good to just move through a range of motion that the body's really programmed to do. This trunk rotation, hip extension, knee extension. The next time you've got your right leg back and your left arm up, pause. And then keep the right leg where it is. We're going to bring the left hand down, finding a side plank variation by spinning to the inner edge of your right foot. Bring the left foot back behind you. Right arm reaches up. Stay long in your lower back. Option here to find some stillness or to draw some circles with your top arm. If you're drawing circles with top arm, switch the direction of those arm circles. Notice how it feels to let your right wrist and fingers be soft. Back through the center, keep the right arm reaching up. Big transition, press into your back foot and your knee, and then come up into a gate pose. We're going to bring the right hand toward the outside of the right thigh, not putting any weight on it. Left arm comes up, and then take a side bend, reaching the left hand back toward the right. And a little more space in your left side body. Take a breath in. And then circle your hands to the top of the mat. Bring your right knee down. Press it back to child's pose. This time, turn your palms to face upright. 3 long breaths here. One more full breath in, really filling up into the back of your lungs. And then exhale, let it go. Slide forward to your hands and your knees. Left leg's back. You can keep, right leg's back, that's right. No, left leg's back. Left leg is back. Reach the right arm up. Take a long breath in there. Right hand down, we've got side plank on this side, so spin to the inner edge of your left foot, reach the left arm up. You can kickstand the right toes back behind you, and then option to draw some circles with your top arm, or not. Try and give a lot of options in these practices with the intention that you're able to tailor it to what your body needs. Switch the direction of the circles if you're making them. And then notice again what it feels like on this side. Is your top hand real active? Does it feel better to keep it active, or maybe explore softening through the wrist and the fingers? Take that left arm long for a moment. So to push into your right knee and your back foot, and then we're going to come up into our gate pose on this side. So it's not the right top to wear for this practice. Sometimes these big loose tops, you end up, kind of creating, I heard another instructor call it like a little cave when your head drops into that kind of hollow that it creates. And stay here, one more long breath to open through the side body. And then circle the hands back down. This time, sit back toward your heels. Instead of dropping into child's pose, sit back toward your heels. Bring your hands to your lower back with the palms facing outward. And use that to create a little connection between your sacrum and your hands. We're going to take some reverse snow angels from here. I'll keep my back actually facing back. Take the arms out to the side, rotate the palms forward, and then bring your hands to the back of your head. Keep the elbows really wide here. We'll switch the direction again. We're just moving nice and slowly here, almost like you're moving through water. Trying to keep your spine as long as possible. Keep your chest lifted. So if you had like a dowel or a broomstick that was connected to the back of your head, it would also connect to your sacrum. So these 2 points would be aligned. Likewise, you could think about if you had your back against a wall here, back of the head, the shoulder blades, and your sacrum would be touching the wall. Your chest lifted. And then relax your hands into your lap. Let your eyes soften or even close down once more. Without doing anything special with the breath, see if you can simply notice on the inhale that you're breathing in. And on the exhale that you're breathing out. Nothing to change about the breath rhythm. Just starting to really inhabit the part of you that is aware of the breath. The more we can connect with the part of us that's aware of the breath, the more we can connect with the part of us that is aware, period, aware of the thoughts, aware of the emotions, aware of our tendencies, our patterns. Also aware of our experiences, or our past experiences that maybe we've tried to learn from and occasionally forget. Doing your best for the next minute to practice inhabiting the part of you that's just noticing, that's just able to witness. Like you're a really friendly observer to the moment. And whatever's happening around you, inside of you, just stepping back so that you can see it. Take a breath in. Perhaps you sit a little taller, send your shoulders back over your hips if they started to hunch forward. Then open mouth, exhale. You might blink the eyes open. You could keep them closed. Just drop your right ear toward your right shoulder. Breathe into the stretch in the left side of your neck. And then exhale your chin toward your chest. Bring the head through neutral. Take a breath in. And then drop the left ear to the right shoulder as you breathe out. Let your right shoulder stay heavy. Take a breath into that stretch through the right side neck. Chin to chest as you exhale. Bring the head through center, big breath in. And then lower the chin to your chest as you breathe out. Again, lift the chin. Maybe you tip the chin a little higher on your in-breath. Drop the chin down on your out-breath. One more like that. Breathe in. This time, blink the eyes open if you have it. Bend your elbows, reach your arms to your side. And then bring your hands to your thighs. Push into the palms gently. Shrug your shoulders toward your ears. Maybe even tuck the tailbone a bit here. Release the hands to your side and then work your way onto your back with bent knees. Lower down nice and easy. Draw the knees into your chest. Bring your palms to the kneecaps and then draw some small circles with your knees. So knees stay together and then you're drawing circles in the same direction with your knees. Massaging your lower back. Switch the direction of those knee circles. And keep the hands on the knees. You can hug the knees in nice and tight and then let one knee move away. You might even use your hand to move that knee away and then switch. So we're just going to alternate a little movement. It's like the knees are walking. So just like the femur, like the thigh bone is in this walking motion. All right, step the feet down underneath the knees, arms to a goalpost or a T. And then windshield wiper your knees side to side. Maybe go a little slower. We're starting to kind of move toward Shavasana. We're on the runway, taxiing to the gate. So really slowing things down if you haven't already, and eventually starting to stretch the legs out in front of you. Putting a little space between your feet once your legs extend fully. Bring your arms to your side and let the eyes close. We set up for a progressive muscle relaxation. You start by bringing your awareness into your feet and then curl your toes into your feet. Squeeze the feet. Squeeze the feet as hard as you can without creating any pain. Keep squeezing the feet. Walk the legs a little closer together. Push the heels down. Squeeze your glutes. So you might squeeze the legs so much that they kind of leave the mat. So the only thing that's touching could be right, your glutes and your heels, or your calves and your heels. Take a big breath in. So a full body is squeezing. And then on your exhale, let it totally relax. Let it go. Feel free to readjust your feet. Let the legs completely relax. Let the muscles kind of untangle away from the bones. We'll move into upper body. So make fists with your hands. Bend your elbows. Bring your elbows a little closer to your body. Squeeze the arms toward your trunk and then squeeze your trunk entirely. So core might be pulling in, ribs squeezing in. Punch the shoulders toward your ears. Scrunch up your face. Take a big breath in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale and let it completely relax. Let your arms drop by your side, letting the fingers curl gently toward your palms. If there's anywhere in your body that you still feel tension lingering, just let it be without trying to fix it necessarily. And see if you can find pockets in your body that feel naturally spacious or relaxed. And then come back to that awareness. We'll be in Shavasana just about a minute or so together. If you have more time for Shavasana, feel free to shut off the video. Take as much time as you need. This is a really profound practice of self-care for our physical bodies, for our mental bodies, for our energy. And just enjoying this brief moment of stillness and rest. You can listen for my voice soon to close the practice together. If you haven't already chosen to take Shavasana into your own hands. When you're ready to move off of your mat or on with your day, and take some gentle movement by nodding the head side to side, maybe rotating the ankles and the wrists. So moving joints in rotational patterns can be really nice for those neuromuscular receptors in there. Work your way gradually from your back to a seat. And give yourself a moment of gratitude and appreciation for taking some time to take care of yourself, and have a beautiful rest of your day. Hope to see you soon.